Hi, I'm JimClassic, and you're watching Geekin' It with JimClassic. Off to a great start so far. For today's episode, I would like to talk about M.A.S.K.
With my winning smile.
No, not that M.A.S.K, no. I'm talking about this M.A.S.K. The main premise revolved around the fight between the underground task force called M.A.S.K, or Mobile Armored Strike Command, against the criminal organization called Venom, or Vicious Evil Network of Mayhem. The toy line of M.A.S.K was developed by Kenner in 1985. The television series was designed to kind of help with the merchandising. The animated series debuted the same year and ran for about 2 seasons, again 1985 to 1986, and it focused mostly on the toys released during the first 2 series of the line. Which that makes sense. While watching the show, you would just randomly, like every 2 or 3 episodes, you would randomly get like a new character or a new vehicle and just came out of left field. And like no introduction or anything. It was as if they've always been there. I'm sure some of you out there recall this little piece of 80s nostalgia. And as a kid, I would watch it whenever it was on TV. If I remember correctly, it came right before Transformers did. As well as watching the cartoon show, I did have some of the toys, and they were really fun. You know, the toys were pretty solid, they still had a lot of playability, and some of them looked pretty realistic, like the truck. About 2 years ago, I was really excited when I found out that M.A.S.K had been ported to DVD. And I couldn't wait to watch this. I mean, this brought back so many childhood memories, you know, and I was really psyched about this. And then I started watching it, and I discovered, well, M.A.S.K is just one of those cartoon shows that hasn't aged well over time. The animation was pretty decent. I don't think it's bad at all for the 1980s, and I consider it even decent by today's standards. One of the things that really throws me off whenever I watch M.A.S.K is the quality of the voice acting. It's just so hammy with a lot of bad impersonations. And take the Venom agent Rax, for example. He's doing what I think is a Jack Nicholson impersonation. Maybe, I don't know.
All right, Mayhem, let's get this show on the road. What is this, Mayhem, a nickel and dime bank robbery?
The Venom agent Dagger sounds like he's voicing a retarded Barney Rubble. Is that in poor taste? Yeah, it is.
I'm a real charmer. I'll do it. Hey, Mayhem, I got a great idea.
Well, I'm gonna get something that makes me look tall.
I have to admit, I love T-Bob's voice. It's probably the only voice I really do remember as a kid. It sounds like he's going through robo-puberty.
These space war movies are starting to bore me. I don't need to test this stuff. I don't even breathe.
Not to be or to be. That is not the question.
I mean, seriously, try to imagine this voice in another cartoon.
Prime!
One shall stand, and one shall fall.
Why throw away your life so recklessly?
That's a question you should ask yourself, Megatron. But one of the things I really like about this cartoon show, it might not be in the cartoon show itself, it's the theme song. I love this theme song. It's probably one of my favorite cartoon themes ever.
Spectrum's got such supervision.
M.A.S.K is a cartoon show which I think is overdue for a reboot. I mean, plenty of other cartoons and toylines have been rebooted over the years, such as Thundercats, Masters of the Universe. Hell, Transformers is rebooted every couple of years. So, I think M.A.S.K deserves its due. And a little point of trivia, M.A.S.K was briefly mentioned in the Season 3 episode of Transformers Prime Beast Hunters. When Optimus Prime gets his new truck mode, Agent Fowler delivers a weaponized truck for Optimus to scan, and he mentions that this truck is part of their M.A.S.K division. Personally, I'd like to think that's a hint, but who knows? It might have just been an Easter egg. Much to my surprise, Hasbro released in 2008 a special G.I. Joe figure called Specialist Tracker, which was a G.I. Joe version of Matt Tracker himself, with various equipment and his famous Spectrum mask. Now, I'm not sure if Specialist Tracker was meant to be a one-time addition to G.I. Joe, or they were planning to add other M.A.S.K characters, but so far he remains the only one. And I'm real disappointed that there hasn't been a G.I. Joe version of Miles Mayhem yet. Maybe one day. And the toy line was fun. It has a lot of potential to come back. And speaking of coming back, I hope you do too, to see my next video when I'll continue my thoughts on M.A.S.K and talk about a few things I thought were strange or cool or just plain weird. Until then, this is JimClassic, and you've been watching Geekin' It. Take care.